I love it, Tim. Because a couple final questions. Like 10 years from now, what does our world look like? If everything's moving forward with blockchain and Bitcoin, is it going to be a completely different version of reality than that we're in right now? Will it be a metaverse and one of all sorts of freedom and trust, or does it really depend on the decisions we make in the next few years?
Well, I travel around the world and I've seen, I don't know, 80 countries or something, and done business in about 70. And what I've learned is that while the US was living very high and very large for many years relative to other countries because of their trust and freedom, other countries have caught up. Almost anywhere I go, a Starbucks looks the same, a McDonald's looks the same, housing looks the same, electricity looks the same, hotels look the same. All these things look the same. That the quality of life in most places is pretty similar. And if that's the case, then it won't be too tough to imagine a world where, particularly if you're seeing the poorest countries come up and embrace Bitcoin, and they will rise, and the richest countries are nervous about it and they will fall relatively, they'll stay where they are. If you see that, then geographic borders become almost irrelevant. And so that's 10 years out. 20 years out, I think there are going to be people who, young kids who look at their grandparents and say, what was this building or what was this wall between these two people? What was it for? And they say, well, it's to keep people in or keep people out. And they just say, oh, that's so stupid. Why would people want to not be able to travel around the world? Why would people not want to do business everywhere around the world? And so I think that's probably 20 years out. So 10 years out, I suspect we are going to, the world quality of life is going to be very similar. But 20 years out, I think the borders will be completely dissolved.
Yeah.
And governance will be competitive, and they will have to fight for every customer that they have. And we will be very happy with our governance. We will look at that and we will pay happily, just the way we pay happily to get something on Amazon or our Netflix subscription or whatever. We will happily pay for the governance we are provided by whoever it is that we're paying. And we'll probably pay different amounts to different governments where if I spend 100 days in one place, I'll pay sort of a third of my taxes there, and then I'll pay 2/3 somewhere else. I think that is going to be coming too. And I think there are going to be governments that are 11 miles offshore or up in space that have real followings, like big, huge followings, where you say, I am a citizen of the world. I am a citizen of the ocean, whatever. And those people will keep the other governments honest, and we will be much more mobile. Transportation is getting better and better and better. I've seen so many great entrepreneurs creating new transportation devices that people will be able to move to wherever they want to go, and you will be much more likely a citizen of the world than a citizen of the US or some other country. But you will pay taxes to wherever you are. And I think cities are going to, if you live in a city, you'll be very happy to pay taxes so that you have infrastructure and some of the things that are provided for a large group. But I don't think we're going to need as much governance at the big scale, the national scale or the state scale. I don't think they're going to be quite as important.